If you really want to help a man who you think is struggling, don't make him feel supported, make him feel... Still letting my shin recover a little bit post-Tahoe, but needed to get outside, so having a little bit of a walk today. I thought we'd do a little bit of a walk and talk. You ever have someone try and help you when you are struggling and only have it make you feel worse, make you feel like a project or a burden or something that's broken and needs to be fixed? Yeah, me too. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's something in our DNA. Well, that's not true. We know it's social conditioning. Us men often struggle when we feel like we're not enough, when we need to be supported. So let's talk about a different approach. Don't make them feel supported, make them feel useful, because usefulness is where healing happens, and frankly, it's where connection is built. And there's a science behind it. There's a principle called the helper therapy principle. Basically, it says that, when you help someone else, you help yourself, and oftentimes even more so. So if you want to support a man who you think is struggling, don't just give him a cushion to land on, give him a purpose to rise to. It reminds us that we still have value even when we feel completely broken. I cannot overstate the power of feeling valuable when you feel completely broken. It's one of the things that led me to do my first TEDx after Colleen was murdered. Finding purpose, finding meaning, finding ways to be valuable to others so that I didn't drown in my own despair. As men, we've been taught to measure our value by our utility, the amount that we produce, the amount that we provide, the amount that we perform. And that can be a really dangerous trap when we're struggling with our mental health. It also means that we can flip the script and find meaningful ways to contribute when we are struggling and use that as a catalyst for connection, for change, for healing, and for recovery. That's one of the reasons why at our Connected Men's group, we don't just say you are welcome here, but in fact, we need you here. The power of connection when men share their struggles, their stories, is incredible. I've talked about this before. It's one of the reasons I run ultra marathons. In the middle of a 200-mile ultra, there is a bond that's created between runners that are sharing that kind of suffering. When we share our struggles, we create connection. There is no question about that whatsoever. So how do we turn this kind of healing into a cultural practice? Here's 7 different ideas on how to do that. The first one is peer-led groups. It's exactly what our Connected Men's Club is. Peer-led. It's not just mic-led, this is peer-led. We take turns facilitating conversations. We all participate. Number 2, mentorship. We all have some life experience, some skills that we can pass on to others. When we do that with intention, we create a powerful force for change. Ask for advice. I was listening to a fella who had discovered this recently and was relating in the context of his aging father. He'd been reaching out, trying to support dad, who he knew was a little bit lonely, and the conversations were always a little bit stilted and difficult. And it wasn't until he flipped the script and started asking dad about some of the skills that he had, if he could share with him some of the skills, the knowledge that he'd gained over a lifetime, that those conversations really became meaningful and he could see dad light up. And it was just a real shift in the way he approached his conversations with dad. And it's a real powerful one. Asking for advice rather than providing help. Shared service. Creating opportunities for men to contribute, whether that's just setting up chairs at a meeting or cooking a meal or providing something to a group, to the organization, to a culture. Finding meaningful ways that men can be of shared service is powerful. Volunteering. Connecting a dude with a cause that he cares about, helping him get involved with something that gets him excited or fired up, that he can make a regular contribution to, is powerful. And again, volunteer opportunities are aplenty. So finding ways that we can give back as men to the community can be a powerful way of healing, whether it's for yourself or whether it's encouraging somebody who is struggling to do exactly that. Storytelling is leadership, and this is one that really resonates with me. Sharing my story of struggle has been a very powerful way of healing and contributing and feeling like I am actually useful, that I have value to society. It's been a real game changer for me. Often as men, we are reluctant to share our story because we don't want to be a burden to others. But the reality is, when we share our story, it is a gift that we give to others. It's an opportunity for others to look at us and say, holy shit, man, I thought I was the only one. It is so good to know that I am not alone. Number 7, micro leadership. Giving a man a task, a way to contribute rather than offering support. I love the idea that it's not just about giving him a cushion to land on, but rather a purpose to rise to. Badass has nothing to do with being the toughest guy in the room. Badass is about showing up even when you don't feel like it. Badass is the man that uses his pain to light the way for others. It's about lighting your own shit on fire so that you can be a beacon for others. So if you know of a man that you think might be struggling, don't just show up for them. Find a way to help them feel useful. Find a way to help them make some kind of meaningful contribution to society. And I can guarantee you that will be the most powerful thing anybody has done for them. Give them a way to show up for someone else, because that is what will bring him back to life. I can guarantee it. If this resonates with you, tag a friend, share it, comment below, let me know your thoughts. What stood out for you? What are some ways that you find to make meaningful contributions to society that help you when you are feeling down, when you are struggling? Who helped you when you needed it? And how did it change them? Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. But most importantly, my friend, as always, stay curious, stay connected, take care. Hey, my friend, I'm Mike Cameron. I'm an author, 3 times TEDx speaker, and I am passionate about men and their mental and emotional well-being. So if you're a dude that is feeling a little bit stuck, searching for purpose, or maybe just ready to make a change, check out our community at connectedmen.ca and know that you are not alone. If you're an organization that's interested in supporting the mental and emotional well-being of your teams so that they can perform at their peak while protecting their peace, then reach out to me at mike@mikecameron.ca and let's build something better together. Whether you're talking about workshops or a dynamic keynote for your conference, we can put something together specific for you and your organization. All right, my friend, as always, stay curious, stay connected, and let's build cultures of connection where men don't have to hide.